Morning viewers, Buck's Gas Garage again. Today we've just got a little vid, a little bit of an update on what's going on in the garage. So yeah, we'll just do a bit of a review on the cars and what they're up to and what's been happening. So looking here you can see got a bit of lack of garage space even though we've got 3 garages. But probably first car off the rank is the Ford Territory. At the moment the Territory's in pretty good shape, hasn't had a lot of things needed to be doing or anything. One thing that has been done recently, as you'll probably see here, we put new tyres on the car probably about 2 weeks ago. So this is its 3rd set of tyres. The car's done 87,000 kilometres. It's normally had the factory Goodyear tyres, but I've been advised that maybe the Bridgestone Desert Jewelers are a little longer term option. So we're averaging about 43 to 45,000 kilometres out of the Goodyear tyres. But the Desert Jewelers have been advised. We also had a 4-wheel alignment done because I did notice the front tyres of the Territory, especially on the all-wheel drive model, will tend to chew the tyres out quite badly on the inside if you don't keep an eye on it. Now the wheel alignment was out by nearly 3 degrees, so something for you Territory owners to keep an eye on, that the wheel alignment from factory is actually not the best setup for these in the front or the rear. So it actually has a bit of toe in on it now instead of toe out, and also the camber has been reduced on the rear wheels as well. So we'll check the wear probably in about 10,000 kilometres, but that's probably about it for the Territory. Not a great deal that's been happening with this one, so we'll move on to the next. So the next vehicle, the Nissan Navara Silverline. So had this for a couple of weeks now, done about 700 kilometres in it. Everything seems to be pretty good, no faults or anything appearing. A few people from work have driven it, some like it, some not so much, some think it's too big and too high. Others think it might be a little bit on the low power side, but I would say at this stage the engine is still running in. So at this stage I haven't forced it too much, but as far as I can see, fuel consumption at the moment is pretty good for a brand new vehicle. I'm averaging round town, so my work trip is about a 20k round trip, about half of freeway and half of just running around town, stoplights and roundabouts. And at the moment the vehicle's averaging about 8.6 litres per 100, which I would have thought's not too bad. So that's the update with that one. It'll be going in for its 1000k service probably in the next week or two, and hopefully at that stage we get the new tonneau cover fitted. You'll see here the fuel economy. We just took it on a trip, a couple of 100k trip on the freeway there. Fuel economy at that point is averaging 8.3, but they say, look, when it loosens up it will get down towards about 7, so that just gives you an idea. 762 k's on the clock, so not a really good time to get an average in for the car, but all signs point to pretty positive with the fuel consumption. So the next vehicle is the 66 Mustang. Again, this one hasn't been out much due to previous videos. I think I said the weather has been a bit, not quite conducive to driving classic vehicles and things. So not a bad day today, so we'll fire up and take it for a bit of a run. next update's on the old WB, 1981 WB. Everything's been pretty good with this old girl, bar lack of use. No real issues or anything, so I think it's been a couple of weeks since she's been started, so probably the fuel bowls have dried out and things, so we'll give her a start and see how we go. Bit of lifter noise there at the start, typical for a old 253, but she settles down fairly quickly. So obviously a little bit stuck after sitting for a while. Not too bad. She's pretty good for a old M21 4-speed gearbox. They can be a bit sticky when they're cold, but this one was probably rebuilt probably about 15,000 k's ago. New bearings and one new synchro on third. Ute currently at the moment has 236,900 kilometres on it from new. I've actually owned it for, as I said in previous videos, about 5 years, but there's not too many with these left with low Ks on them, so I've put about 16,000 Ks on it in the last 5 years. I used to daily drive it, but not anymore with the company vehicle. So, but anyway, she's still a good old thing, and as you might have noticed, like values on old Holden seem to be skyrocketing at the moment. The WBs were always worth a fair bit of money back in their day, because these were the last Holden Utes made from 1984 and through till about 1990. So the WBs were always very popular, but it seems the earlier HQs and things and Sandman seem to be bringing a little bit more money than the WBs at the moment, but it certainly doesn't worry me, because when I was 18 this was the dream car for me, to own a V8 WB 4-speed, so yeah, no harm in keeping it in the shed and looking after it. Okay, this is the one we haven't seen for a while, so it's actually been in the shed since I took the last video, so a fair while. So open it up, see if she's in here, which she is. So this is a 365 GT4 Ferrari. She sits in this shed because obviously no room at my house, so anyway, we'll have a bit of a look and see if she'll start. I've just looked in the book, and the last time this vehicle was taken out was I think the 9th of the 2nd, so a fair while ago. We'll see if there's any charge in the battery. That's the fuel pumps that you can just hear kicking on now, so with any luck it may start, but we'll see. Well, unfortunately, looks like not enough charge in the battery at the moment to get this one going. She's a bit cool. As I say, it's been a long time since it's been started, so yeah, as you can see, I've got the battery on charge now with one of the C-Tech chargers, so hopefully in one of the future videos we can get this one out again and get her running, but not this time, unfortunately. Thanks for watching that episode of Buck's Gas Garage, and hope you enjoyed the update on the vehicles. Unfortunately, the 365 wouldn't start today, but as I say, weather and time hasn't been conducive to that, so hopefully in the near future we'll get that back out on the road and running sweetly again.